Hey y'all! So today I am back. It's been quite a while. I am going to do a farm tour. I'm going to show you around my house and my farm, what's been happening. There's a lot of stuff that happened since I last filmed. But yeah, let's get to it. Alright, so the very first thing is my child. This is baby one, that is his name. He is currently I don't know how old he is. I really don't care. But this is my bedroom with my husband Elliot. So I have this bed right here, bedside tables, a little cat tree, and a little aquarium. This is empty because all of my clothes are in my fashion room, inspired by my good friend Emily. Alright, so let's first drink some coffee. Yeah. Alright, so we come out here, and this is my kitchen. So initially this is supposed to be a dining room, but I made it into a bedroom, because here we have our kitchen, and the dining room is actually over here. So I broke down the wall to make this a dining room, living room type situation. There's a child. But these are my counters with some food on it, kind of make it a little bit more realistic. My stove and obviously my fridges. This is a chest that has food already made. And these are my oil makers. I don't have many. I'm still trying to kind of spruce up my farm a little bit. I do think I made a good amount of progress, but it's just that, I have other things to do around the farm. But let's say hi to Elliot. Yes, I'll be okay, Elliot. I try to kiss him, but this doesn't work. But this is my TV. Let's look at the fortune teller. Yes. Best to shower everyone with good fortune. Okay, and the Queen of Sauce. Coleslaw. Yeah, so I started watching the Queen of Sauce because I was like, oh, wait. This is actually really helpful. But here I have my keg room, so this is where I make all my juices and my ales and my beer. And this is Nicki Minaj. That is my baby. My second baby. And then here I have my pseudo balcony. This used to have fencing, but obviously in this game the fencing rots. So I just basically got rid of it. I might put it back because it really look aesthetic, but this is kind of like a pseudo balcony type situation. And then here we have the kids' bedroom. They have their own little drawer, but obviously there's nothing there. And yeah, so they have their own little TV, a little bookshelf. This is baby number one's bed right here. Yeah, this is their bedroom. And then next to their bedroom is the Zen room. So baby number one and Nicki Minaj's room are basically sandwiched in between two kind of random rooms. But yeah, my Zen room is inspired by my good friends, Chris and Shane. They just give me Zen. Specifically Shane with a Zen and Chris with this, fish tank. Yeah. And then here is just a random room. I don't know what to do with it, so I made it into a bedroom, kind of room slash home office. This mannequin, by the way, kind of moved. I don't know. But yeah, so this is, again, empty drawer. All my stuff is in the other drawer in my fashion room, which I will show you shortly. But we go down the stairs, and here is Elliot's library. So these books are decorations from the Wizard catalog, so I just kind of put them in here. But yeah, I just thought it looked pretty good, pretty aesthetic, very Elliot-like. And then we have a dining room table, and again, this is my living room slash dining room space. So we have the TV, a bookshelf here, a big tree here, a china cabinet, and some books. I feel like that's pretty, on topic for a writer slash a mother of two. And then this little cubby over here is actually the kids' little playroom in the living space, and I put cacti here. Perfect place to put cacti for children. Anyways, so we go down the stairs, and this is my living, or my fashion room. This is inspired by my friend Emily, very good fashionable person. So yeah, in this I obviously have all my clothing, my sewing machine, and then I keep my wool in this chest. And my crystallizer, again, I don't have many machines on this farm other than like preserve jars or preserve like barrels. But yeah, so that is my house. Now I'm gonna move on to the farm. So we're out here in the farm. I'll just check my mail real quick. Ooh, Linus gave me a fish. Thank you, Linus. And And then tomorrow is 3-day festival in Calico Desert. Nice. But this is my farm. So, once you step out, this is my house right here. I have my stable to the left, and then I have my farm computer just to check about if everything is good. And then again, this is my stable. I'm just gonna go on my horse a little faster. And then here I have my chest full of stuff, my workbench, my recycler, all of my furnaces. This is kind of like my work area, you know? And then we go down here and I have a sign. This is the Mochi. My farm is called Mochi Farms. But this is the campgrounds right here. And I just have cherry trees here. A well. It's kind of like a nice little place to just hang out. I never hang out here, but whatever. And then obviously I have my rice here for kind of like a rice field type thing, because the rice obviously the rice shoots grow well in the grow best next to a body of water. And then I have my east fruit and veggie fields. So my Junimos are currently working. But look, genie color, woo! They're dancing. But yeah, they're working. This field is kind of a huge mess, so I try not to look at it too much. I didn't really plan out the sprinkler like distances and stuff. Hey, what's up? So yeah, so this is the east fruit and veggie fields, and then we go down here, and then we have my purple ponds, and my regular ponds. So here we have void or I think super cucumber, and here void salmon. And big mouth, bass, catfish, and then obviously sturgeon to make some caviar and, you know, aged fish eggs. So yeah, and then we go down here, and then we have our mahogany tree, kind of this whole area here. The bottom area of my farm is like a mahogany tree growing area. But first we have our shed, and this shed contains our preserved jars and our dehydrator. I should probably make another one because like I like fight for my life to use it. Sorry. But here we have our lightning rods, and then here I had to put a cage up because these slimes, I only recently really put this slime hutch up very recently, only like few game days ago, and I was like, oh my god, they're gonna kill me. So I decided to just put a little gate here to stop them from killing me. But yeah, so this bottom portion is my mahogany tree area. So this is where I grow all my mahogany trees for hardwood and all that stuff. And then here I have my coops. So I'm just gonna pet all my animals, actually. My coops and my crab pots. So I have a lot of chickens, a lot of ducks, a few dinosaurs, and one void chicken. I've been meaning to grow more void chickens or incubate more void eggs to make void chickens, but it's okay. It's fine. I'll do it on my own time. But yeah, so that is the bottom half of my farm. So here, if you go up, I'll actually grab this honey right here. If you go up, you have the mill, and then you have the silos. This space right here, I don't know what to do with it, so I kind of just leave it blank. I might just make it so that it's a, I don't know, another set of, like, flower fields. But here, if you look at the side, this is my little arboretum. This is where I keep all my trees and my tappers. Initially, I was breaking down all my trees, and I really didn't like having just a bare farm. I really wanted to keep the trees, because the trees, obviously, were a big part of my farm in the beginning. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to tear down all my trees. And I didn't. So I made an arboretum for it. And I think it fits really well. And it's awesome because I have tappers for them. But we're gonna go towards the east side of the farm, and then we're gonna go into our greenhouse. So, ooh, a pink cake, cool. In our greenhouse, so we have some preserves jars, and then we have some star fruit and ancient fruit. So this is all ancient fruit right here, just in this square, and then in these garden pots are just random fruits. So mainly star fruit, sweet gemberry, and grape. And then I have trees here. I've been meaning to tear down these trees to plant them elsewhere, but I kind of like them here. It just kind of blocks the rest of these, but I kind of like them. They're my pomegranate and peach trees. I have more pomegranate and peach trees outside, but obviously, you know, it's not in season right now. But yeah, so I have a chest and also my seed makers in this greenhouse. Alright, and then, so we start off here. I showed you kind of all the way down at my farm. So if you go to left of the east fruit and veggie fields, you'll end up in the west fruit and veggie fields. So the first half of this is kind of just ancient fruit, and then super random just stuff. I don't know how to explain it. It's just really random veggies. I didn't really want to organize it too well because that stresses me out a lot, and I didn't want to play a game. I didn't want to keep stressing myself out in this game because I know I'd quit playing it. Because like the Skull Cavern, Ginger Island, like the mines, they stress me out so much that I was like, I kind of just quit sometimes because I'm like, I don't want to play this anymore. So I didn't really want to stress myself out, kind of planning too hard on this. Once I get the hang of like, you know, using other sources to like actually make my farm, because I did use like a little template thing, but it also stressed me out, so I stopped. But yeah, so I decided to just do whatever I wanted with my fruit and veggie fields because I didn't want to push myself too much. And then here I have my orchard. So these are my apple trees and my orange trees. Oh, and I'll introduce you to my cats. So this is I think Lottie, and this is Dottie. They are my cats. They are so very cute. And then here I have my mochi bee houses. So I grow tulips and jazz seeds here, but these are mainly flowers. Up here is my it's like a little room for an extra guest, another player for this game, but I decorated it just a little bit, not too crazy. But yeah. And then obviously here we have Grandpa's. Ooh, I don't like that this isn't centered, but this is Grandpa's little grave thing. But yeah. So now we're gonna go down a little bit, and then this is another little archway. I really like the trees, like forming on the arch, or not an arch, but like a little walkway. And then we'll actually collect the truffles. I'm not too worried about everything else, but I want to really collect the truffles. Truffles are worth a lot, man. So, but yeah, so this is my farm. I'm gonna put more lighting over here. I know it's like devoid of any lighting. This is not that many truffles. It's only like 13. I usually get like 30, so I don't. Maybe it's because I didn't pet my cows or something. I don't know. Probably because I didn't pet them. And these are my cheese things, and obviously a chest for my cheese and my milks and all of that stuffs. But if you look here, I have cows, pigs, sheep, all the kinds of animals that Marnie offers. Um, but yeah, that's basically that. And then we go down, and this is the Arboretum. So that is my farm. There's obviously a lot to do. I have to, you know, keep, whatchamacallit. Oh wait, forgot to show you guys. This little walkway over here leads to all the food bowls. And drinking bowls and stuff. And then I have a little statue, and then over here, this leads to the mountains, and then over here are my mushroom caves. But yeah, that's basically my farm. It's got a lot of work. I need to do a lot of work on it, but I'm really, really impressed with how I have developed from my very first time playing this game to now. I'm really proud of myself, and yeah, I'm just gonna continue playing, and again, not stress myself too much because I don't want to quit. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Don't know when that's gonna come out. Bye.